Self-Love, Self-Healing, a unique program that's specially designed for you to take care of your holistic health and total well-being. In short, heal yourself, love your life, now and forevermore.
Good morning, Malaysia. Once again with Dr. Avnish Shukla and my friend Mr. Shrub here with me.
Hi everybody.
I warm welcome to Durian Asian and our self-love, self-healing session.
Yes.
And Shrub, how's the weather today?
Oh, it's bad. We have been a few days like that. There's a haze condition in Malaysia is very bad. Yeah.
I think let's talk about the haze and homeopathy.
Exactly.
And what we can do and what we can share with our audience.
Yes.
How they can be more better and preventive in such environment.
Yes, right. As you know that in this kind of hazy condition, like a lot of lung irritation will happen.
Exactly.
Asthma attack will happen.
Oh, yes.
Even breathing difficulties. Especially those patients with chronic heart or lung conditions, right?
Right.
Even healthy people may have some throat or eyes
irritations.
Right? So what is homeopathy point of view?
Before that, many of us may not be aware that why we does have these things.
Yes.
So haze has certain types of those obnoxious gases or those dangerous gases like carbon dioxide, which will not be suitable for our lung particles when we inhale inside the lungs, right?
Yes.
So certain levels when we increase of carbon dioxide inside, it start getting a suffocation. It replaces the oxygen levels, and we are getting more those particles inside which is not really required.
I see.
So that's the one of the very simple layman terms. Homeopathy definitely has a good effects on haze or symptomatologically, because it is a cause and effect. There is a cause why the haze is developing. So sometimes in Malaysia or maybe sometimes the forest which has been caught fire, and then
Indonesia,
and on the nearby countries like Indonesia.
Although they are denying that.
Yeah, of course. So those situations sometimes arises, and we find this type of fume or smoke, which we can see here. It is totally different from fog. Fog is a water molecules, these reflections, and this one is coming from the smoke.
So in other words, when we inhale these kind of particles, will it be forever maintained in our lung or how?
There is a way that we can clear it.
Okay.
And again, it go back to your immunity.
Okay.
For example, if a person who is suffering with already the chronic disorders of lung,
asthma,
asthma is one of the very tropical condition in this country.
Okay.
And we find that the breathing problems starting from the childhood. And sometimes even in the elderly people also very much.
Babies.
Other thing like chronic bronchitis. Or some pulmonary disorders where we have obstruction, or we say COPD, or maybe this is something called chronic bronchitis and emphysema. So in such conditions where they have lot of phlegm which is coming out, or the kahak, what they say into BM,
especially for those smokers,
these things can trigger more. Right, the smoke haze condition can trigger more, and then there is more production of the phlegm, and they find that it is choking the airway passage, right, because of that consistency of the phlegm. The phlegm which is very translucent or diluted, it can easily travels up or down. It can be thrown out, but which is very sticky, or the old phlegm or thick phlegm or yellow phlegm, it sometimes get infection also.
So beside the general advice, like for example, we ask people to stay at home more instead of doing more outdoor activities, drink more water, and wear masks. What else then you should advise your patients?
Number one thing that what are the other things which can affect is like your home is air conditioned.
It's better.
So it is better to be indoor. But always keep in plan that if these things has not been like your air condition has not been serviced properly, so do those things more better. Cleaning of your equipment like air conditions or the purifier and all, because during this time they will suck all the things. And if you won't clean, they will again circulate into your environment.
Exactly.
So it is very important to maintain the cleanliness of such equipments like purifiers and ionizers.
Do you think air purifier is good? No, like
it does help.
It does help.
It does help where the immunity is compressed, where the child or the patient who is suffering with immunocompressor or having the low immunity, low vitality, these things will support them not to get infected, not to get affected by such exposure like haze.
Okay,
right?
Good.
And don't strain much on such things when you know that already the environment is stressful due to the pollution. It's type of air pollution.
Yeah, human-made pollution.
Human-made pollution. So try not to strain yourself much. If possible, wear the mask.
Yes.
So then you won't inhale those unwanted particles.
And a particular mask, right? Not the normal, like, looks good, right?
Yeah, actually there are some filter masks.
Filter masks. 3 layers one,
3 layers, yeah. Those you can use.
Sure
it's a micro
or something.
Yeah. Some terminology is there with that. Yeah. And if you are a smoker, then try not to smoke because there is already smoking. Or try to reduce it. If it is really tough to stop completely smoking during that time, so at least reduce. It will help to the other people also where you are smoking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And try to burn less incense if you have a habit of burning incense.
Exactly.
Try to
reduce
less of reduce it.
Yes, definitely, like sambrani and all those things.
Yeah, correct.
At least this environment
for the time being.
Increase your water intake. That is very important.
Hydration.
Yeah, hydration is very important because that will try to clear up the body system more faster.
Yes.
And if possible, wash your face and or your body or your often. So that will makes the clear if there is any.
Will it affect our skin as well?
It does. Depending on the sensitivity.
Okay.
So sometimes it does get with the irritations.
Yeah,
because carbon dioxide that can produce the irritation as well.
Okay.
All those what you call the gaseous substance which is not very healthy for the body. So those can irritate certain type of burning sensation time to time.
Right.
And in fact, I would also recommend that people should eat more fruits and more juice. Juices.
Okay.
So those things will try to help it out.
Lemon juice, I think. Lemon juice is good.
It try to eliminate the substances which is obnoxious into the body, which is dangerous into the body. Right?
Okay.
So these are few things they can do it in a house.
And if they want to use essential oil, peppermint, maybe it's good.
Yes.
It's very good for nose breathing.
It does lead to, because the airway passage is our throat or we say the mouth, oral cavity, and then the nasal orifice, and then the ear orifice, right?
ENT,
all are quite ENT, all are open. Open orifice are directly exposed to the environment.
I see.
So very easy to get all those type of problems, or which is not even useful also we will take it. Or which is unwanted, we also take in. We breathe in through. Right?
Yes.
Sometimes in children cases, they will be very fast responding to this. The simple symptoms, what we see that there is a inflammatory condition in throat. Redness in throat. Sometimes nostrils are getting itchy. And when it trigger, if the child is suffering with some type of sinus or rhinitis, he will trigger immediately to ENT problem. Ear, nose, throat problem.
Correct.
And that's where the phlegm will be stimulated, and it can lead to the infection if it is not treated at the early primary stage. And then associated with fever and all those things will come later. So you see, the simple haze can lead to such type of infection and all those things if it's not properly been treated. And similarly in elderly people, if they are already suppressed or compressed with their immune system, and they are taking some other medicines for treating or for their breathing problems and all, or they have some cardiac problems, where also there is a compression on the body, where the body is weak, heart is weak, so lung is weak. These people will suffer more because the quality of oxygen, the quality of air what they are inhaling is not really good for the system.
Okay.
Right. So that need to be definitely taken care of. Such people who are already known cases of cardiac failure, cardiac cases, or some types of heart operations they have done, or some type of lung operations they have done, or lung related issues are there, or even children where the mother knows that the child is suffering with certain type of lung disorders, then try not to expose them very often for such type of environment. Wait till even the schools, they can request that, because of the bad haze, we don't want to send them the schools. Put up some MCs from the doctors, request that. It will be the best way to avoid it. Prevention is better than cure always.
Yeah, exactly.
So why do we just go and stuck into that?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And also mental stress will be increased.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
it is
hazy weather, your mind also being not so clear.
Yeah. Another very important point for the people who are having some disorders with eyes, and if they can't if they can't exposed to such type of haze, you find the irritation, the redness, all those things will not be there. But if you have a sensitive eyes, you will find the lacrimations, the watery discharges started. And then the redness comes. And sometimes it also get to the headache. It reaches to that level.
True.
And then the dryness of mucous membranes, and then the dry eyes. All those things are secondary symptoms.
Sinus. Yes. Also have sinus.
Yeah, sinus attack as well. Yeah.
I think what they call this, they say that propolis is good. Propolis is good if they can take it.
Take it is
it's
good.
Bitter, but if they can take it, it's good, right?
Always the medicine comes with the nose taste.
Yeah. I used to do it when I do a lot of talking. Right? I put a few drops into the water, then I drink it.
Take it.
Then whole day can be fresh. It's very soothing. Yeah.
Very soothing.
Very soothing.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
It is. We said that if you are willing to maintain your breathing system, or you want to strengthen your breathing system, then make it routine to do certain types of exercises which enhances your lung capacity. So that residual lung capacity will help you when such type of crisis arises, today's environment, the haze, right? Where now the air quality index is showing around 140 in Malaysia now. And above,
very bad,
right? So it is going towards the
level.
Yes.
I think maybe few days will be continue like that.
Exactly. So in such cases, we have to still live. Right.
True.
So what we should do, that body accommodates if we train it. If we don't train it, it won't accommodate.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So like when a person who is doing like a everyday jogging and very flexible, so even any time when he has to bend or he has to do, he can manage that. It's train. Right.
Yes.
But if he is stiffed completely and he is not performing any such exercises, you ask him one day to start lifting something, he will be in pain, or probably he will injure his tissues, and injury will to the tendon and all. Right?
Exactly.
Or the muscles.
So
same goes with the lungs.
Yeah. So do you suggest we should do some breathing exercise or do some meditation? Breathing meditation?
Very simple, that maybe probably our audience or we all are with a very busy schedule, and we don't have time that every time we can focus on meditations and all those things because of the schedulings.
Yes.
But at what we can do in a daily basis, that when you are sitting at your place, even the workplace, even the school, even on your desk, at least you sit first straight.
Sit straight.
Don't hunch yourself. What will happen with that? We have an anatomical position.
Yes.
Every organ has been placed very strategically into the body. If you give that room to the organ automatically work better and longer and strengthen your immunity.
And the chi also flow very inside, very
chi and ki will flow well, or the immune system
energy,
the energy level will flow.
Life force.
Yes. So very important we to be sit straight.
Sit straight. Okay.
Number one. When we sit straight, then when we start breathing, we can expand the lungs properly.
Yeah.
So our waist has to be very straight, our chest has to be broadly expanded, and then we do the breathing. We try not to trap with a short and a shallow breathing. We take a deep breathing.
Deep breath,
Okay. Deep breath. You take one breath and you hold in and then you pass it out. This is one cycle, which what we mostly do into pranayam.
Correct.
Or many
pranayama.
Or simple breathing, we can say.
Yes.
But try to go for the deeper breathing you can do.
Yes.
Rather than taking very fast, shallow breathing, which may not help you for long run.
Yes.
Yeah, and some of us, we also go for the exercise, aerobic exercise, where also we have, or the yoga, where also we have those breathing exercise.
Yes.
So we exercise with the breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So when we exercise with the breathing, it affects definitely mind to body.
Yes.
And it normalizes the functions of the body.
Yes. And then I read here also, there's one doctor called Andrew Wells.
Andrew Wells,
He introduced a breathing technique that he called it 4-7-8. You inhale 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Hold the breath for 7 seconds.
Yes.
Exhale 6
Exactly.
seconds. And this will help you to. It's called relaxing breath.
Yes.
And it help you to sleep very well and get your mind relaxed.
Yeah.
Body mind relaxed very well.
Yes.
Maybe you can try. I'm going to try these 2 days.
Oh yes.
4-7-8.
Yeah.
Even in Zen Buddhism also say you try to exhale double than your inhale.
Yes.
If you inhale like 2 seconds, your exhale should be 4 seconds.
Yes.
At least.
Yeah.
So why don't we try this 4-7-8 breathing exercise?
That is very good, and it's very much recommended by many of other breathing trainers.
Yeah. Nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, in our place also we do some breathing exercise. And in these breathing exercise,
free sessions.
Technique
introduction.
Yeah. And those always emphasizes people to prevent such type of mishappenings. Crisis. Whenever there's haze or maybe any other type of lung disorders or the infections, it can prevent.
Yes, many effects. Not only bodily health effect, but it keep your minds calm and cozy. Relax.
One very important thing, that the oxygen levels, when we are having the intact or optimum oxygen level, it is good for blood circulation. Your oxygen is your blood transporter. If your oxygen level is low, your body cannot circulate the proper blood.
Yes.
So then you start feeling numb, rasa kebas, or you start feeling like in Malay we say, or you start feeling drowsy. You're feeling bit of the weakness into the body, concentration is missing. All these things is part of this only.
Okay.
So you see the
lack of vitality.
Yes. It's called in Hindi there's a word called Pran Urja. Pran Urja means that your living energy. It is your living energy. Your life force.
Not strong enough.
Yes.
Okay.
So this life force has to be always brush up, always ignited.
The spark of life, the juicy part of life. You like this kind of life force, and you like become dull, and you easily feel bored, and you find life is meaningless. Nothing to pursue.
Exactly.
Hopeless, and become depressed and anxious.
Exactly. So it is very important. In fact, even we talking today in terms of haze, but we also trying to understand that if such crisis happening, how we can overcome from this.
Now it's already happening. So why not we take this opportunity to transform the adversity into our advantage?
Yes.
Use this opportunity to close the door, put the aircon, put nice music, and do some breathing exercise and stay at home. Be happy at home.
At home.
While we are waiting for the haze to go.
Yes.
Besides that, what else the homeopathy medicine can offer if we have this kind of lung or breathing conditions?
Okay. First thing first, whenever the patient comes for breathlessness, if it's triggered by haze, so we have some antidotes. These medicines, when we prescribe, it will try to antidote what is happening. At the same time, we also look into the patient's body. Patient is gasping. He is trying to get more air. So there is one medicine which is prepared from vegetable charcoal, which is known as cure.We. So cure.We can be easily available in homeopathic shops. You can take 30 or 200. It's our dilutions. And And this can be given at the time of breathlessness.
Or even for those asthmatic problem.
Yes. Or even can be taken whenever there is an acute breathing difficulties. Like suddenly because of the exposure to haze, you were not aware of, and then you just drove, and then later you park the car, you go to your office. By the time you're reaching in, you're already exposed. You inhaled enough.
Correct.
And if you are sensitive, you will start having coughing.
And then you panic. The more panic, then you become more breathless.
More breathless.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
Mm.
So in that case, we just can take cure.We, which is one of the good antidote.
And Califos, I know.
Califos, 100%. 100%. Califos is another good medicine, which is also good for maintaining your mental balance. Yeah. There's another medicine
calmness,
calmness.
Relaxation.
There's another medicine comes from acetic acid. Is our chemistry formula. Acetic acid. It's also homeopathic preparation. This medicine also been used for such type of inhalation of toxic gases.
Okay.
So that can help also. And sometimes we also give some other symptomatic medicine. Like a patient comes who is having the sore throat. And sore throat is the one which is causing him lot of problem. So we will focus on that. How do we manage the sore throat? Even though it happened due to 5 days he exposed to the haze. But now the haze is the later part. First, now the sore throat. He can't swallow. He has some problems with the nasal orifice, nasal problems. So we will focus on those points and try to. And if he had in history any other such type of problems, so we try to give him those medicines to rectify the history problem or those ailments which is coming from chronicity.
Okay. And how about smokers now? Those smokers who like to stop and they don't know what to do. What is your advice, Suga?
Okay. This is an addiction. And yes, for addiction, one thing is very, very important, that the willingness to overcome. If there is no willingness, then no support group can help, no medicine can help. There are homeopathic medicines being given for this such type of addiction. And like alcoholism, like drug addicts, or even smoking, which is very common. There is one medicine called Daphne. DAPHNIE. So that's been prescribed also. But again, if you just prescribe simply medicine, it may not be workable. Because there are certain things which need
mental level
to patient to be also change internally. And that will change the patient's motivational level and to accept the challenge. Because when you used to, there is a certain type of trigger in a body. Right? And that trigger, how to nullify? That's where your mental status has to be very strengthened, right? So I would say that at least when this type of situations arises, like the haze or the air pollution is already there, my and request
you usually feel helpless and you don't know what to do. It can't do anything.
Can't do anything. So my request or humble request to the smokers that they can at least reduce 20% smoking for these particular type
slowly
of crisis. And then you are planning that you want to reduce it or you want to switch off and stop it completely. It give us at least 6 months to 1 year time. Don't feel that immediately today, this week, I'm going to quit.
There are being more problem.
That is trauma. That is not quit.
It is my personal experience because my father has bronchitis. And he stopped his smoking in 1 day. He has been smoking for many years. Then he stopped in 1 day. That will bring a lot of issues to him. Every day he feel like
withdrawal symptoms are there. Withdrawal symptoms are there.
He is very strong. Next day he feel like he can't breathe.
I understand. Yes.
Then he has a bronchitis.
These situations I understand because body is addicted to certain system and certain types of toxins.
You take away too drastically, then your body cannot adjust to it.
It takes time. So it is always advisable to all the people who are in the chain smokers or the daily smokers and any other addictions also. If it is not life threatening, please do not immediate act on it to stop it.
Otherwise your body will fight back.
Counter effects will be there. So try to slowly taper down, and there is a mechanism how to work on it.
Yes.
Make your mind more stronger.
Go slow.
Than your body first. Then mind can take care of your body, and you can slowly remove it. All these things.
But you've never smoked, don't start.
100%. Because it's very easy to adopt.
Yes.
But very tough to release it.
Yes, exactly. Better don't start anything.
Better don't start such type of things. It is very important. And another thing what we also wanted to add here, that sometimes patients who are already suffering with this type of disorders like pneumonia or bronchitis, so they should take an extra prevention or extra precautions. They should understand that, okay, I am very allergic or I am very sensitive, so they should not allow themselves to expose it. So then the crisis will not happen, and they will not go for such type of, because when the crisis happen, you go to medical centers, you will be again exposed to a lot of drugs.
Exactly.
So what I was trying to prevent here, you've been exposed to overly over that.
True.
Right?
True.
So such conditions, definitely the people who've been already diagnosed, already been given such type of control, try not to expose to such environment. Try to avoid very massively involving in such environment. You can take off for a few days to work at home, or try to prevent such environment.
True.
This is
I don't know how long the haze condition will last, but for the time being, just relax and be calm.
Chill.
Chill.
Yes.
Do not overstress ourselves.
And some control, if it's possible, by the ministries, if they can do anything on that, which is very unpredictable. We can't, because it's in the air.
It's in the air.
And we know when the things are in air, you can't control it as much.
This issue has been lingering for quite some time. Every year it happens, and I think the government is still continue that we demand the Indonesian government do something, but yet it still happen again and again and again.
Exactly.
I think we are trapped in the cycle. And this also involves some political will, I think.
Probably
to change.
I
think we need to urge the government to change for the sake of the help of all our citizens,
public,
do some drastic work, do it positively,
It is important, and on top of
if
that,
not now, then when,
if
now
not now, yes,
it's the whole country now is facing this kind of haze.
And very often it's also been noticed that it's more to the public duty than the government also.
Yes.
And awareness is very important. So nowadays technology has made us aware for everything. So do understand, do read those right articles, understand and make your people understand.
True.
Right?
Awareness campaign.
Awareness
Don't
campaign.
burn rubbish all the while. Everywhere.
So these things are quite proven and already available into the internet, where the people can read, understand, and then they can just fight back. And if ever anything happen, try how less toxically you can manage it. So like homeopathic medicines, you can use it.
Correct.
Or even some breathing exercise, you can use it. You feel calm. Use some of the aroma therapies, what you mentioned about peppermint and all,
peppermint.
Right? Eucalyptus.
I'm not sure there's one called breathe easily, breathing easily, something like that.
There is some mixes there. So such type of things can be used and make the life more easier.
Yes.
So I always say that there is a way when we want to do it non-toxically. Also, we can prevent our body.
And by taking homeopathic medicine is almost zero side
effects.
So no need to worry about that.
Exactly. And another precaution for the small children, when the babies, they also sometimes, because you can't stop babies not to go into corridor. You can't stop to go into the your outside your house. And they will be definitely, even the school going children, they are also one of the main victims for these things. Because they will be exposed, and sometimes they feel very awkward when you ask them to wear the mask and all those things. They're not used to these things, and they don't have patience to even go for all these things. So here we have to just see that how we can prevent them and give some homeopathic medicines which can boost their immunity, as they can fight back to such type of crisis. So that is very good precaution. If they keep giving or they keep such medicines, and whenever the crisis comes, they can just apply homeopathic medicines.
So this is a timely message for those, all of us who are facing this kind of issue now. Yeah. I think we'll linger for some time, at least. They say only end of September or beginning of October. The haze will go totally.
Exactly.
So for the time being, I think we need to really.
It is something. And so I believe that Shrab would like to add any other points which is valid point for them, for the audience.
I think maybe do some breathing exercise or breathing meditation, as we talked before. Exhale more than inhale. And relax our body mind.
Perfect.
And keep calm. And maybe do some affirmation. Although it's a very hazy condition outside, but I can keep calm and keep going.
With affirmations, you can maintain your mind more calm. And that's where you find your whole muscles are also following you. So the lung muscles, your body muscles, everything will be in a same resonance.
I think like a Taoist, people always say we have to keep our universe in harmony. I think relationship between we and ourselves, and we and others, and now it's the relationship between we and the environment.
Yes.
So the environment has been harmed by man-made negative conditions.
Exactly.
So now we need to tackle that. Also, we need in harmony of our relationship with the universe, with the environment.
Very rightly said. Said, Shrab, that we need to peaceful inner peace, which will reflect the outer peace.
Outer environment. We need to be harmony. Do not harm or pollute the environment. This is what we are getting when we harm the environment. The haze come back to us. We are receiving the negative impact.
No doubt.
So the climate change is a real issue. So do not deny that. So be environmental friendly.
Definitely.
Put some more positive force into the environment.
Yes, more positive.
Pollute. And then harm the environment.
Yes. So I believe the audience have really received very valid information today for haze and homeopathy and certain preventions. And with this positivity, today we'll pause here. And we'll be back. We'll be back with another new vibrant topic.
Keep in tune.
Keep in tune. And we'll see you all next time.
See you guys soon.
Thank you, Shrab, for joining us here.
Thank you, Dosuka, for your advice.
Okay.
Thank
Welcome.
You. Bye-bye.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.